question. When's the last time that you felt truly energized through an entire day of meetings? Not the artificial buzz of caffeine, but real sustainable energy that carries you from your morning leadership session to your evening wrap up with the same sharp focus. If you're like most high achievers, you probably can't remember. Instead, you're caught in an exhausting cycle of coffee, crashes, and quick fixes that leave you feeling worse with each passing day. But here's what's fascinating is that the solution isn't about adding another supplement or finding stronger coffee. In fact, everything you think you know about energy is about to change. I'm Jessica Lawson, and I intimately understand the afternoon energy crash cycle. As a former tech executive, I was the queen of pushing through fatigue. 3, 4, sometimes 5 cups of coffee a day and constant snacking, anything to keep my energy up during crucial meetings and important decisions. But this pattern led me to gain 140 pounds in just 5 years while climbing the corporate ladder. The more I relied on quick fixes for energy, the worse my crashes became and the more weight I gained. Even after having bariatric surgery and losing the weight, I discovered something crucial is that surgery couldn't fix my energy crashes or my relationship with food. And everything changed when I realized that consistent energy isn't about quick fixes. It's about understanding and working with your body's natural energy systems. And now today, as a certified nutrition coach, I help other high-achieving women transform their energy levels using the exact framework that I created. So if you're ready to end afternoon energy crashes for good, hit that subscribe button and notification bell because I'm going to be sharing strategies specifically designed for busy women just like you who want to maintain high energy while excelling in their careers. So let's talk about why traditional energy solutions. First off, there's a quick fix trap. Coffee, energy drinks, sugary snacks. Sure, they give you a boost, but they're actually making your energy crashes worse. Here's what's really happening in your body is every time you reach for a quick energy fix, you trigger what I call the blood sugar roller coaster. Your energy spikes briefly, then crashes even harder, and usually right when you need it most for that important afternoon meeting or critical decision. But here's where it gets really interesting for high achievers like us. We're not just dealing with normal energy demands. We're leading teams through complex challenges, making high stakes decisions, managing multiple priorities, performing under constant pressure. And this creates what I call the high achievers energy paradox, because the more successful you become, the more energy you need, but the less time you have to manage it properly. So if you're nodding your head right now, because I know you are, if you're tired of being tired by 3 p.m., you're not alone. And more importantly, there's a systematic solution that doesn't involve more caffeine or quick fixes. Now, I want you to understand energy crashes. So let's dive deeper into what's really happening in your body during those afternoon crashes, because the biology behind it is fascinating. And once you understand it, you're never going to look at energy the same way again. Because here's what's happening. Every time that you rely on quick energy fixes like coffee or sugary snacks, you trigger what I call the triple threat to your energy. First, your blood sugar spikes automatically, forcing your body to release insulin to bring it back down. But here's the problem. It doesn't just come back to normal. It crashes below the baseline. That's strike one. Strike two comes from your stress hormone. And as a high achiever, your cortisol is already elevated from constant performance pressure. So when you add caffeine and sugar to the mix, it's like throwing gasoline on a fire, and your body goes into what I call energy emergency mode, releasing even more stress hormones that further destabilize your energy. And here's strike three. This pattern completely disrupts your natural sleep-wake cycle. Your body has its own energy rhythm, but when we keep overriding it with artificial stimulants, we lose our natural ability to maintain steady energy throughout the day. Here's where it gets really critical for high achievers like us. Think about your typical day. 5 a.m., you wake up. 5:30 a.m., you're working out. 8 a.m., you got a critical team meeting. 10 a.m., client presentation. 1 p.m., strategy session. 3 p.m., important decisions to make. 5 p.m., you still need to be sharp for the end of the day wrap up. 7 p.m., client dinner. 8 p.m., checking emails. Your schedule demands peak performance all day long, but your energy management strategy is actually working against you. I call this the high achiever's energy trap. You're trying to force your body to perform on demand through artificial means, while simultaneously depleting your natural energy systems. The performance pressure creates what I call an energy deficit. You're constantly withdrawing from your energy bank account without making proper deposit. Think about it. When was the last time that you actually felt energized throughout a full day of meetings without relying on stimulants? But here's the good news. Once you understand these patterns, you can completely transform your energy levels using a strategic approach that works with your body's natural systems, not against them. Now let's talk about the strategic solution, because now that you understand why you're crashing, let me show you the strategic systematic approach that transforms your energy levels completely. This isn't about quick fixes, it's about creating what I call your energy management framework. Think how you manage your most successful projects. You have systems, you have strategies, you have protocols, and we need to apply this same strategic thinking to your energy management. So first, let's talk about strategic meal timing. It's not about rigid schedules, it's about creating what I call energy optimization zones. We want to put these throughout our day. So just like you wouldn't schedule a critical presentation when you're at your lowest energy, we need to time your nutrition to support your peak performance windows. Blood sugar stabilization is critical here. Instead of riding the energy roller coaster, we create what I call energy anchors, strategic meal combinations that keep your blood sugar steady and your energy consistent. Think of it like maintaining a steady flame rather than constantly trying to reignite a fire that's gone out. Now, let's talk about how to actually implement this in your busy life. We start with what I call your morning energy foundation. This isn't just about breakfast. It's about setting up your entire day for sustained energy. Think of it like charging your phone. You would start your day at 20% battery, so why do that to your body? For midday energy maintenance, we create what I call performance protection blocks. So these are strategic nutrition windows that prevent energy dips before they happen. It's like having an energy insurance policy for your most important meetings, but here's where it gets really powerful, is that afternoon crash prevention. Instead of reaching for coffee at 3 p.m., you're going to have what I call your energy preservation protocol. This means strategically timing your meals to prevent the crash before it happens, understanding exactly what to eat before important afternoon meetings, and having clear protocols for maintaining your energy during high-stakes situations. And also knowing how to recover quickly if your energy starts to dip. The beauty of this system is that it works with your busy schedule, not against it. And so instead of trying to overhaul your entire day, we're making strategic adjustments that create massive energy improvements. So now let me tell you about the framework that's going to change everything. Because when we transform your energy levels using the Freedom Framework, it's going to blow your mind. So let me show you exactly how this systematic approach eliminates those afternoon crashes for good. So we start with foundation, creating your energy-based nutrition system. So think of this like building the operating system for a high-performance company. We establish strategic meal timing that matches your peak performance needs, blood sugar control through what I call energy anchors, nutrition patterns that support sustained focus and clarity. Next, we focus on reconnecting with your body's natural energy signals. So years of pushing through fatigue and relying on caffeine have likely disconnected you from your true energy cues. We're going to rebuild this connection by number one, learning to read your body's early fatigue warnings, understanding your unique energy patterns, and recognize the difference between true fatigue and habit. Then we empower your energy mindset. So instead of seeing energy as something to fight against, you're going to develop what I call your energy success strategy. This means making choices based on performance needs and creating sustainable energy habits and building confidence in your body's natural rhythms. Next, we establish your energy routines. So these aren't rigid schedules, they're flexible systems that work with your dynamic lifestyles. We create specific protocols for different types of days, meeting day energy strategies, recovery practices that maintain your peak performance. And then we focus on developing situation mastery. You're going to learn exactly how to handle back-to-back meetings without crashing, maintain energy during travel, navigate high-pressure periods, and control your environment for optimal energy. In the optimize phase, we then fine-tune everything for peak performance. Performance nutrition timing, strategic energy management, recovery protocols that work in real life. And finally, the last thing we do, we ensure maintenance through what I call sustainable success systems. These are systems that adapt to your changing schedule, grow with your career, and support long-term energy optimization. Now, let me give you 3 specific steps that you can take right now to start transforming your energy levels. And let me be clear, these are not quick fixes. They're the beginning of a complete transformation in how you feel your day. So first, begin what I call energy mapping. Think of this as doing an energy audit of your current performance. For the next 3 days, I want you to notice exactly when your energy dips. Maybe you find yourself struggling to focus during your 2 p.m. strategy meeting, or perhaps you're losing sharpness during client calls after lunch. I want you to pay attention to what happens in the hours before those crashes. What did you eat? How much coffee did you have? What meetings or tasks drained you the most? Don't try to change anything yet. Just become aware of these patterns. The second step is implementing your morning energy foundation. This is not just about eating breakfast. It's about strategically setting up your entire day. Think about your typical morning right now. Are you rushing into your first meeting running on nothing but coffee? Or are you setting yourself up for sustained energy? Create what I call your performance plate. First thing in the morning, time your first caffeine intake strategically. Not right when you wake up, but when you actually need it, and build in what I call energy buffers before your important meetings. The third step is establishing your afternoon protection protocol, and this is your defense against that 3 p.m. crash. So think about your workspace right now. Is it set up for energy crashes or peak performance? Are you walking into afternoon meetings hoping to stay alert, or do you actually have a strategy for sustained energy? Set up what I call your meeting energy insurance plan, strategic fuel stations in your office, and have your recovery strategies ready for unexpected energy dips. Create clear protocols for those high stakes afternoon situations. Now, here's what you can expect timing wise. In your first week, you're going to start noticing your patterns. When you crash, what triggers it, how your natural rhythms flow. And by week 2, you're going to experience fewer afternoon crashes. You'll find yourself needing less coffee, maintaining better focus between meetings. And by week 3, you'll have what I call sustained energy flow, where you're maintaining consistent performance throughout your day. By week 4, you'll achieve what I call energy mastery, where managing your energy feels as natural as managing your calendar. So watch for these success indicators. You're going to notice better mental clarity during afternoon meetings. You'll recover faster between demanding tasks, and you'll start relying less on caffeine and quick fixes. But more importantly, you'll feel a growing confidence in your ability to maintain high energy all day long. And remember, this is not about perfection, it's about progression. So each small movement in your energy management brings you closer to the consistent, reliable energy that you need for your success. Imagine walking into every afternoon meeting feeling just as sharp and focused as you did at 9 a.m. Imagine having consistent, reliable energy that supports your success instead of sabotaging it. You've already proven that you can excel in your career. Now it's time to match your energy to your ambition. So if you're ready to end afternoon energy crashes for good, here's your next step. Book a food freedom strategy session with me. And during this session, we're going to map out your current energy patterns, create your personalized energy optimization plan, and determine if my complete program is the right fit for you. But I want to be clear, this is not for everyone. I only work with women who are ready to stop relying on quick fixes and create real lasting energy transformation. So if you're ready to finally solve your energy crisis, click the link in the description to book your food freedom strategy session, and make sure to hit subscribe and the notification bell for more strategies designed specifically for high achieving women who want to optimize their energy while excelling in their careers. And remember, you don't have to choose between success and sustained energy. You can have both.